Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my traveler's notebook. I'm going to be documenting 3 photos of my daughter and our dog Stitch playing in the backyard. I just decided to kind of break down the photos because I had him kind of running after the ball, catching the ball, things like that. So I thought it would be cute if I kind of created like a collage of 3 photos. But then I decided that I'm going to trim them apart because I really love these striped rainbow page. And I thought it would look fun if I could break them down and just kind of use my alpha stamps to stamp out what was happening in each photo, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense when I'm once I start stamping things out. But I grabbed some of my close to my heart stamp sets and ink pads. And I thought I'm going to start with this stamp set. I think it's the Zoe stamp set. And it had these lines. They're really for journaling, but I thought it would look cool if I use them as arrows. And you can see I kind of stamped it the first time around. Didn't work because of the fold. So now I have to kind of stamp it separately on each spread or each page. That way I get a crisper stamp. So I went ahead and did that. Once I stamp those out, I'm going to grab my alpha stamps. I have 2 favorites from close to my heart. I think one of them is called Simply Said, and the other one is the inline alphabet. And I thought those would look really nicely together. So I used the Simply Said stamp set first because I had more words and they will not fit with my larger stamp set. So once I stamped out run after the, I'm going to use the inline alphabets to stamp out ball because I want the ball to be like bold, especially that he loves playing with the ball. So it made sense in my head. I also stamped in one of, I think it was Studio Calico's red ink. Maybe it was called Poppy. And I'm going to fill out the ball portion with that same ink pad. And that way it kind of coordinates with the opposite side of my spread. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but with a different ink pad. I think I end up using the saffron yellow from Close to My Heart. Again, I want it to match the opposite side. So I'm going to stamp out catch the and then grab those larger alphas to stamp out ball and fill out ball with that same saffron ink pad. I just love how colorful this layout is. It's just so pretty. I usually stick to black ink and it's so rare for me to change it up and use such bold colors, but I love how it is and I should be doing this more often. Now I'm going to finish up with my 3rd photo here, and I'm going to stick to that inline alphabet. It's just so bold, and I wanted to stamp good boy, so I thought it just worked well. And I'll fill out good boy with, I believe I use Close to My Heart's fern green. It's such a pretty green. And I'm going to fill that with the green just so it can match the opposite side of my spread. Now I grabbed some Carrie Bradford stamp sets here, thinking I would use that yes from one of my stamp sets to add yes stitch. I should have went with go stitch or something like that. I don't know why I thought the yes worked. Anyways, that's not it. That's not the end of this whole situation. You will see me struggle to stamp stitch because I got too close to the fold. I wish I moved a tiny bit closer to the yes and gave myself some space because once I want to stamp the H, it's basically right at the fold. It's okay. It's not centered. It doesn't look the best, but you guys know me. I don't care. I just go with the flow. I mean, it worked. I'm happy that it fit. I didn't think it through, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to go through my Studio Calico label stickers. This is from the Color Theory kit. Love that kit. They send you basics and all the colors, and I love it. So what I decided to do is stamp a sentiment on the blue label. add that to a photo. I also stamped another sentiment on just white paper, trim it out, and use that as an embellishment for another photo. I really like to break down all the colors with black ink. I just think it balances it out and it looks really bold and cool. So I ended up doing that. And then I thought maybe I should add one for my third photo. So I go through my labels again. Love that pink. So I decide to just go ahead and use that, stamp another sentiment or another word, and use that for my third photo. I love how this is turning out. Just using labels. Labels are the best. I will also go through my embellishments and grab my chipboard and just add a few here and there, again, to break it down. I think I didn't want to stick to the colors just all together, combined together. I wanted to spread them out, so that's why you can see me use some red in the green section, some pink in the orange section, just to kind of make everything, balanced out and cohesive. And by the way, this is the best time to use up those small chipboards. I find them really hard to use, but when I have smaller photos, I can always use them to add a little cluster to my photos. So that's why you can see that I used a bunch of them, and it's just a great way to use them up. I'm still adding a little bit of more embellishments. I added a word phrase under my title. I'm going to add some puffy stickers or puffy hearts to the opposite side. I'm just trying to fill out that empty space. I even grabbed one of my favorite word sheets from Studio Calico. They're in different colors, and I thought it was the perfect time to use some of them. But I added them to the corner, and I don't like it. So what I end up doing is moving them, centering them right underneath my photo, and I like it a little bit more. I'm not sure 100%, but it looks much better than them sitting in the corner. That's about it, you guys. Don't forget, I will add all the links for everything I used down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!